She didn't lose interest. She felt your strategy. I spent 10 years perfecting the art of not needing anyone. The delayed reply, the cold calm, the silence I wore like armor. And the more flawless my detachment got, the more invisible I became. The people who reached for the real me stopped reaching. Before this ends, I'll hand you the one sentence that dissolves all of it. The sentence I wish someone had said before I wasted the decade. Look at the loneliest men you know, not the ones who never tried. The ones who tried hardest to look like they didn't care. You think you're playing it cool. You're not. You're running a war you cannot win. It was never just her. It's the boss whose nod you pretend you don't need. The father you stopped trying to impress. Every room you enter deciding to need nothing. You typed the message. Then you deleted it. You counted the hours until a reply would look effortless. You watched the read receipt just sit there. Your chest tightened, and you told yourself, almost out loud, that you didn't care. You rehearsed the casual tone. You edited the punctuation so it wouldn't seem eager. That edit is the confession. Here's the cost nobody priced for you. Every move you made to seem unbothered was a move, and she could feel the moving. Performed detachment isn't power. It's just a quieter kind of begging. Real silence costs nothing to hold. Yours had a meter running. People hear the meter long before they hear the words. So when she pulled back, you did the only thing the strategy taught you. You went colder. You performed harder. And it worked. On no one. The colder you played it, the louder the need underneath it screamed. Ask yourself one thing. When was the last time you let someone see you want something, with no plan to hide it? And it doesn't come off at the door. You wear the armor home. You wear it alone. You forget there was ever a face underneath. The friends who stopped calling. The version of you that used to laugh first. You traded all of it for the armor. And the worst part isn't that it failed. The worst part is what it's quietly doing to the man underneath. So let's name the machine. Not the feeling, the machine. You took every part of yourself and put it on a payroll. Your silence, your patience, your warmth. All of it hired. Hired soldiers don't fight for you. They fight for the prize. And the second the prize looks unlikely, they desert. That's why your I don't care collapses the moment she finally calls. The army you rented has no loyalty to the man who rented it. And it's not just her, you do this too. Watch yourself in a room full of people you actually want to impress. You go quiet, not because you've got nothing to say, but because silence tests safer than being wrong out loud. You let the good line land without laughing too hard at your own. You hold the real opinion until you've read the room. Every move routed through one question. How does this play? Never. Is this even true? That's 1,000 tiny soldiers, deployed in a room you'll forget by morning, spent on an audience that never enlisted. You call it being measured, composed, strategic. It's the same army, fighting a war nobody declared. Machiavelli saw this 500 years ago, not the dating part, the structure. In The Prince, his sharpest warning isn't about cruelty, it's about hired armies. Mercenaries, he wrote, are useless and dangerous. They look strong in peace and vanish in the fight. They serve the coin, never the king. It's chapter 12, if you want the original. Links in the description. But here's the part Machiavelli couldn't tell you. You already feel what it cost you outside. The empty calendar, the shallow rooms. That's the visible bill. But here's what makes this worse. And nobody who teaches this will say it out loud. The army didn't just lose your battles, it turned on you. When every feeling becomes a tactic, you lose the ability to tell which ones are real. You start auditing your own warmth for leverage. You feel something true, and immediately calculate whether showing it is strategic. You've edited the draft so long you forgot there was one. Last time you genuinely missed someone, you didn't call. You waited. You let a real thing rot to protect a fake frame. The people who stopped reaching for you, they didn't leave because you were cold. They left because they could feel the calculation. And here's what years of this quietly does. You stop being able to find the version of you that wasn't performing. You reach for a genuine reaction and grab a strategy instead. The reflex got faster than the feeling. Think about the last time someone praised you. You didn't take it in. You scanned it. What do they want? Where's the angle? You've stood behind the glass so long you mistake the glass for your own face. A real man wanted to answer the door. You sent the mercenary instead. Every time, for years. And the mercenary doesn't clock out. He garrisons the whole house, you included. So the day you finally want to be soft with someone, you reach for the language and find you've forgotten it. How would you even know? If a real feeling showed up right now, could you still tell it apart from a move? Because here's the contradiction at the dead center of the machine. The one that should stop you cold. The army you raise to prove you need no one is the loudest proof that you do. Nobody builds a fortress around an empty room. Every wall announces there's something worth walling. Your indifference isn't a shield, it's a map, pointing straight at the wound. And all of it, the hiring, the walls, the rot, runs on one single mechanism, and it has a name. Once you have the name, you can't unsee it running. In you. In everyone you've ever called strong. So here's the name, the Mercenary Self. The condition of a man who conscripts every silence, every "I don't care," every withheld word into a hired army fighting for someone's approval. Like all mercenaries, it's disloyal by design. It serves the goal, never the man, and the people it's aimed at can feel the blade behind the calm. Now that you have the name, here's the part that should actually scare you. You can't fire an army you won't admit you hired. Most men hear this, nod, and go straight back to optimizing the silence. They turn the antidote into one more tactic, one more soldier. So the disbanding can't be a move, it has to be a surrender. And that's the one thing the strategy cannot survive. Shift 1. Disband the army. Send the message when you mean it, not when the timing looks powerful. Let a gesture be just a gesture. No aim, no angle, no invisible return you're tracking. The first unarmed thing you do in years will feel like falling. Do it anyway. Shift 2. Let them see you reach. Once. On purpose. Say the true thing with no plan to hide it behind. Not weakness. Exposure chosen on your terms. The man who can be seen wanting and not flinch is the only man who was ever actually strong. Shift 3. Kill the meter. Give attention with no invoice attached. Warmth that expects nothing back stops broadcasting need, because it has none. That's what the strategy never understood. You cannot fake the absence of an agenda. You can only not have one. Shift 4. Build the life for itself. Not as bait, not so anyone turns to watch. A kingdom you defend even if no one ever visited. That's the line between the counterfeit and the real. The counterfeit king performs the throne. The real one forgets he's being watched. And that figure in the corner, the connections you discarded, it turns. The first time you reach without a weapon, the room you went invisible in, sees you again. I told you I'd give you one sentence, the one I wish someone had said before I burned the decade. Here it is. You were never rejected for needing too much. You were erased for hiding that you needed anything at all. The army was never protecting you. It was the wall between you and the only thing you wanted. Tear it down. If this named something you've been running for years, then disband it where it counts. Comment one word, Disbanded, and you've planted your flag. Commenting is planting your flag. The like is a signal of awakening. Subscription is joining the Order of the Antidote. The army's discharged. Now go be seen.